guys, I am here with this. This is the 2022 Genesis GV70. Let's get into it. So Genesis has made so many strides in the last couple of years, but they've offered us things like the G70 and the G80, which are great, but who buys a sedan? Then they gave us the GV80, their big flagship SUV. But with the gas prices the way that they are, and not everybody needs such a big SUV, they rolled out this, the GV70, which competes with things like the X3 and the Q5, and boy, is this thing a doozy. The first thing about the GV70 is the way that it looks. My gosh, there really isn't a bad angle with this thing. Even the enormous grille, which can look terrible in some cars, BMW, in the G70, it looks just great. And every angle, every light, every little detail is just plain gorgeous, which is pretty excellent for a car that starts at $42,500. So the GV70 comes in two powertrains. There's a 2-liter engine as well as a 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6. Of course, I'm driving the more fancy one here, and so that takes the starting price from $42,500 up to $53,000. And by the time you're done adding all the packages and stuff to this, you're getting very close to $60,000 for a Genesis, you say, and I say, wait a minute, it may just be worth it. So with the 3.5-liter V6 that's twin turbocharged, this thing is producing about 375 horsepower and 391 foot-pound of torque. And let me tell you, when you put this thing in sport mode, it goes, and it's super fun. I mean, it's low to the ground, it's tight, it is responsive. Boy, I was really surprised how beautifully this thing drove. So a lot of you have asked me the difference between the GV70 and the GV80. Well, obviously the GV80 is bigger, it's going to have more legroom in the back seat and more trunk space. But in terms of the engine, in the higher trim, it's the same engine, right? It's the 3.5-liter V6. And when you put that in this smaller car, ooh boy, it's so much more fun to drive. So keep that in mind. You might be tempted to go with a GV80 because it sounds more plush. But if you're looking for something that's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you're by yourself and your kids aren't in your car, the GV70 is the way to go. Now, if you think it's just me that loves the GV70, remember, Motor Trend did name the GV70 their 2022 SUV of the year, and the IAHS declared it a top safety pick. So there you have it, the Genesis GV70. Boy, what an amazing car. If you'd like to read more about it, you can go to my blog, which is motorheadmama.com, and don't forget to push that subscribe button. Thanks so much.